Okay, today guys, we're going to talk about multiplying decimals by decimals using standard algorithm. The first thing I want you to know, which we've already talked about, is anytime we multiply decimals times decimals, our product is always going to be actually smaller than the two factors we started with. So there's three basic steps that you're going to use to follow. And I'm going to split this up over two videos so that hopefully you guys will have a chance to copy this down in your math journals. Okay, so step number one is this. It's very, very simple, but it's one of the most important steps you must remember. Step number one, line up the digits, not the decimals. For example, if I have 42.1 or 42 and 1/10 times 33 hundredths, it is so important for us to remember when we stack them on top of each other to multiply them together, we must line up the digits and not the decimals. So the first thing I always tell kids is write out the longest one on top first. So this one is longer just because it has 3 digits in it. This one only has 2. It's just longer. So I like to put it on top. Then I put the shorter one with fewer digits below it. Then you line up the digits, not the decimals, which I know goes against what you've been taught in the past. Remember when you were younger and you added or subtracted decimals, your teachers always told you to line the decimals up. When we multiply decimals, this is not the case, my friends. This is where we change the rules a little bit. So notice what I did. I just lined up the digits. 42.1. Then I had 0.33, so then I put 33 and then my point, okay? Don't try to match up the decimals, just line up the decimals. And don't worry, we're gonna practice this. But for right now, this is just your note-taking page and for your actual steps. So it says, see how the decimals are not lined up, but the digits are. So the digits are lined up, okay? Then begin multiplication using standard algorithm. Just ignore the decimals at first. You just start multiplying like you know how to multiply. Just keep going. Ignore the decimals. Pretend like they're not even there. Yes, I still want you to put them because I don't want you to forget that they're there. But just multiply straight through them without even stopping. Then it says, once you're finished, place the decimal in your product according to how many digits are behind the decimal in your factors up here. So what this means is, originally you can see that your decimal moved, if this was a whole number, the decimal would be here. So your decimal moved one time here. If this was a whole number, your decimal would have moved 2 times, right? So the decimal in both of these two factors moved a total of 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So that means that in your product, you end up having to write your product. So this was the product that we ended up getting. When we put our answer, we just placed our decimal, pretended like it was at the end, and then we just counted up 1, 2, and 3 and placed it there. Okay? Don't worry about actually doing this math just yet. Take some time to just look over the steps for a minute. Try to soak in the steps just for a minute. Just think about them. Don't stress too much about this yet. All right? Take a minute. Write this down. I'm also going to post this note page and the module as a PDF. So if you want to print it out, you can even keep the printout if you want. Okay? Just take some time to soak in this knowledge and to soak in these steps, okay? And in the next video, I'm actually going to go through the steps of the multiplication. So don't stress. We're going to get a lot of practice in to hopefully get you really good at this.